China has gone on the offensive over international criticism of the way it's handled the coronavirus pandemic. Beijing has made particular reference to the US, accusing American politicians of barefaced lies.
我要在此强调，美国的政客一再罔顾事实，睁着眼睛说瞎话，目的只有一个，就是企图推卸对自身疫情防控不力的责任。 转移视线，但是事实是胜于雄辩，公道自在人心。他们的图谋绝不可能得逞。
The retort comes after US President Donald Trump suggested that he might seek damages from China over the coronavirus outbreak. Mr. Trump says that China could have stopped the virus before it swept the globe. He says his administration is conducting serious investigations into what happened. And our US Bureau Chief Simon Marks joins us live from Washington. Simon, so Mr. Trump, we know he's always changing his stance on China, from praising Beijing's response to the pandemic to actually attacking China. So why the flip-flopping?
Well, he's walking a tightrope politically, Glenda, and he knows it. On the one hand, he doesn't want to do too much to agitate the Chinese, because there is, of course, the trade deal that was struck to end the trade war hanging in the balance. He insists that he's got a very strong, positive personal relationship with President Xi Jinping, and he doesn't seem to want to risk that. But on the other hand, he's absolutely got his eye on the political calendar here. November the 3rd, Election Day in the United States, and he knows that there are many conservative Republicans who believe that China should be paying reparations to the United States, financial compensation for the losses COVID-19 has caused to the American economy. It also helps him politically by being able to point the finger of blame at China, because it means that he can try to avoid the fingers of blame that are being pointed in his direction. So that's why, if you go back to January, you could hear on Twitter, you could see on Twitter, President Trump praising China for transparency. Now you find him accusing China, he says, of covering up the existence of COVID-19 for at least 3 months before it told the United States about the existence of the virus. The White House has provided no substantiation for that claim, but it's something that President Trump keeps coming back to.
You know, Simon, domestically in the United States, some states have eased restrictions when it comes to COVID-19, while others are taking a sort of more cautious stance. How will these contradictions actually impact the country?
Look, it's a real checkerboard pattern, Steve. It depends which state you go to, which businesses are being allowed to reopen. If you go down to Texas this weekend, you'll be able to go to the cinema. The cinemas and the shopping malls are being allowed to reopen with safe distancing guidelines applied, as are restaurants. If you go to states like Ohio, they're taking a much more cautious approach to all of this. And then there are places like New York, absolutely in the epicenter of America's experience with coronavirus, which remain totally locked down. There is clearly, in some states, some limited ability for the economy to get back to something approximating normalcy. The Trump administration is trying to jumpstart all of this. The Attorney General, William Barr, yesterday announced that he's created a group of officials who are going to be looking at the way in which states are enforcing lockdowns, and may at some point accuse some states of infringing the constitutional rights of Americans. Rights that William Barr argues include the right to go to work, the right to open your business if you're a small business operator. So this is going to become a very complicated piece of political territory for everyone to navigate, with very uncertain economic outcomes.
Well, thanks very much for that update, Simon Marks, speaking to us from Washington, D.C.